We rolling. Welcome to Money Mondays. My name is Abram Mitchell, and I will be your host of this amazing podcast. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so Money Mondays. First, I want to get into the whole idea and concept of this podcast and why I even chose this name for the podcast. Why I went with Money Mondays is because, and you'll relate to me on this, growing up, Monday is like universally known as like the worst day of the week, right? Every time you get to the Monday, everyone's sluggish. They're known that, being in school, Monday was like the slowest day. In work, getting there Monday is always the task. Starting the week off, you're slow. So me just being a natural opposition, I felt like, well, I need to love Mondays to live my life. You know what I'm saying? Because if you starting the week off bad, then how you go end it good? You know what I'm saying? So Monday, my favorite day of the week. It's my favorite day of the week because I go by this saying, if you can't fly out on the Monday, you don't control your life. And that's the main topic of the day, is controlling your life, controlling what you're gonna do tomorrow, the next day, to set you up for the future. You know what I'm saying? That's whether you're working a 9 to 5, you're an entrepreneur building a business, or you're a creative or artist or aspiring athlete. You want to be in control of your life. So who am I? Abram Mitchell, that's my name. Born in New Orleans, Louisiana, raised in the Baton Rouge area. So pretty much, raised in the South my whole life. Entrepreneurship is kind of what I feel like has been in my blood since I was born. And that's because, my parents, they ran a company. So growing up, I watched my parents manage and run their business. That's what kind of gave me my first spark of, hey, I could produce my own money without having to rely on someone else. I currently own a 7-figure wholesaling operation that, I wouldn't even say a wholesaling operation, a 7-figure real estate investment firm where we focus on acquiring deals, sending them out to investors, keeping them in our pipeline, improving them, building, holding, and using them as rentals. But pretty much whatever in the real estate field, we're doing that right now. And it's gonna tie in a lot to this show, just talking about real estate and investing as a whole. So about 3 years ago, back in 2018, I had this opportunity and found out about assigning properties and the art of finding deals at a discount and being able to sell them off and make, anywhere from 10, 15, 20, however much I want, 30,000 plus in literally 30 days or less. So I was fortunate to get into that business, and I was in college at the time when I started that business. Ended up dropping out, not gonna get too much into that, but ended up dropping out of school and moving from Louisiana to where I currently reside, where the money reside, Nashville, Tennessee. Booming real estate market. You look into the real estate market, it's booming pretty much everywhere right now, but Nashville, if you look in that market particularly, it's going crazy here. Like I was just speaking about earlier, my whole thing was not having to rely on someone else, not having to rely on the job, or not dreading getting to Monday and having to force myself out the bed or get up and throw water in my face and stuff like that. So how do you produce the feelings of feeling good on a Monday? How do you do that? I say that you learn how to control your life. And how do you control your life? You spend time with yourself. You spend time thinking about what you actually want, meditating and knowing what motivates you, what excites you, and what you're good at. I want to break down finding your niche into 3 simple steps. First, you want to seek the knowledge. Second, implement it. And then third, scale it. And that's exactly what I did when I got into real estate. I had an uncle that was investing into real estate, and once I found that out, I immediately started giving him phone calls, trying to see what he had going on and what kind of game he could drop on me. After that, I eventually found out how I could get into real estate with little to no money, so I started implementing it over and over. And that's how I ended up in Nashville, where now I'm scaling my business. And I'm not gonna say scaling is easy, but it's pretty much repeating those first two steps over and over at a larger scale. So when it comes to trying to find your niche, once you find something that you're interested in, don't waste any time. Don't get paralysis by analysis. Yes, you want to learn. You want to get as much knowledge as you can. You don't want to be reckless. But at the same time, you have to break that barrier in your head that you need to actually start getting the experience, because that's where you learn the most. That's where you get the most, is once you start getting that experience and actually doing it. And you're going to mess up. You go mess up, but at the same time, when you mess up, you go acquire knowledge that is going to help you on your next go around. So that leads into the name of this show, the name of this podcast, Money Mondays. Money Mondays is here to empower you to be a platform where you could come and seek some of that knowledge, but then go and implement it. And not only implement it, but be excited to implement it, because when you feel good, look good, you play good. So you want to be the person that's laying your clothes out on Sunday ready to get the week started, because you're going to take that energy and carry it with you for the rest of the week. That 3-step process: seek your information, implement it, and start scaling it, will become easy. You know what I'm saying? My name is Abram Mitchell. I will be your amazing host on this podcast. I'm gonna see y'all soon. Signing out.